The fight for social justice is super important to me. Like, I've spent the last 12, 13 years of my life fighting for racial equity, making sure that, I'm fighting for more resources in our communities. Because looking at how I grew up, the community that I grew up in, and being able to connect poverty to disparity and the lack of like economic upward mobility, is not an accident that our communities are the highest incarcerated. It's not an accident that the Sycamore community has young people with the most early adverse childhood experiences. It's not an accident that that community suffers the most violence in this city. It's not an accident that in that one neighborhood, the unemployment rate is 75%. It's not an accident that in the Sycamore corridor, the highest unemployed population is Black women. That's not an accident. And it's even more a miscarriage of justice when you have leaders who been in this city for years and haven't publicly acknowledged those challenges. I'm willing to be held accountable for my actions. I would just like the people who came before me to be held accountable for their inaction. Me and my family wouldn't have had to experience what we experienced. And so with my history and the work that I've done, not just locally, countywide, statewide, regionally, but nationally, around making sure that social justice is at the center and the forefront of all of our work, even in public policy, I gotta do that here in Antioch, as whether it's just as a grassroots leader or an elected leader. The last 17 months has really been like navigating in action. I've talked about parking in the city. When do people move their cars so the street sweeper could come through? How do we invest in businesses to kind of clean up the businesses and do facade improvements?